Hey YouTube, it's Tara back again. So today I am 20 days to my breast augmentation surgery in Thailand, and it's 13 days until we leave to go to Thailand. So getting a lot closer now. This video is going to be on some preparation things, so it should hopefully just be a rather short one. The first thing, diet. Obviously, the healthier your body is going into surgery, the better you should be coming out of it and recovering from it. So I would like to say that I've tried to eat healthy. Unfortunately, my lifestyle is so hectic, I'm hardly even home, so I must say I have been pretty slack on that front. I feel like I'm starting to get a cold, which is obviously not a very good thing because it would stop my surgery, so I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow to get some antibiotics just to nip it in the bud, and I need to get onto the fruit and the veggies. So I'm hoping that for the next 2 weeks that I'm in Australia, and to try to eat healthy as possible once we get to Thailand. So that is something that I do know that I need to pull my finger out and start doing. There is a list of foods to avoid that thins the blood, and of course I don't have it on hand. Foods, so almonds, okay. Probably should have read this list a little bit earlier. I have been eating a lot of those in the last fortnight. Okay, no more almonds for me. Apples, apricots, blackberries, boysenberries, cherries, black beans, cucumbers, currants, garlic, ginger, grapes, pickles, prunes, raspberries, strawberries, tomatoes, and wine. These contain salicylates. I don't know how to pronounce that. I probably should look that up. Yes. But anyway, they're things that we should be avoiding. So I'm glad that I did do this, because I probably would have gone and bought some strawberries and grapes tomorrow. So I won't be doing those. So I'll be making myself a note of these things that I can't have for when I go to shopping tomorrow. So there's some things that you can't have, well, that you shouldn't eat post-op, because they can affect, they can thin your blood, and that isn't good for you, for obviously for bleeding. Exercise, focusing on increased ab strength, pectoral strength, and just general fitness. Obviously not overworking your pec muscles, but you know, more so to be getting the strength through your arms and your chest area. So, you know, some push-ups and things just to build some strength in the arms, some in the chest. Not talking about heavy weights or anything like that. I have read that it is best if you do weights training to stop working on your pecs directly pre-op, because it can then make them too tight and can make recovery more painful for you. So for someone that doesn't do a lot with their arms, and that core strength, so your ab region is the most important, obviously, because you may not be able to use your arms to pull yourself up, so you're going to have to rely a lot more on being able to lift from the core. I got back into dance recently, so on the exercise front I'm doing quite well. As opposed to the food, I'm dancing 3 days a week. I do 45 minutes on a Monday, and I do 2 hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I'm getting a fair amount of exercise in now, and we do focus a lot on core stuff. So for me, it's more just a bit of upper body strength that I need to work on, and I have started doing some yoga just to get the stretches. So just exercise. You know, the better condition your body is in pre-op, the better you're going to come out post-op. Smoking, big no-no. I've been a smoker for 11 years. I quit 6 weeks ago today. I didn't go cold turkey. I purchased these little babies. They are electric cigarettes. They have a little cartridge in there, as you can see, and this ends like this, and it bursts the seal, and that little thing inside the cap here contains nicotine. They unscrew and charge. Now the ends light up when you suck on them. I'm not going to, because I used this for a week, and I have not had any nicotine for 5 weeks, so I don't really want to suck on it, because I've managed to avoid it, even in stressful situations. So I'm not going to demonstrate it, but essentially when you breathe on it, you actually blow out vapours. It's vapours, so it's technically not smoking, but it's supposed to be giving you nicotine. I'm pretty sure they're not FDA approved for the States. They're not Food and whatever authority, Food and Health Authority of Australia. You can buy them on the net, you can buy them at the markets, you can buy them at tobacconists, you can pretty much find them anywhere. I didn't really stick with mine because I felt I got a dud bunch. The person that put them onto me, hers seemed to work a lot better than mine. So yeah, they weren't really working properly for me. I noticed that I'd got to 2 o'clock and I hadn't even used it yet. And I thought, well, let's see how long this can go. So, you know, I don't know if I was just in the right mental state, knowing that I was going into surgery and it was just something that I needed to do. My fiancé smokes. Most people around me smoke. And it's been surprisingly easy for me. I do want to, but it's more a social thing than the fact that I need to, and I just need to remind myself of that. You know, I think it's an addiction. I think you'll battle with it for the rest of your life. It'll always be in the back of your mind, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind a smoke. You know, I really didn't quit because I didn't enjoy it. I liked smoking, you know, and I suppose it's a crutch in a lot of ways that I'd just done it for so long that I'm finding I have to adjust to different situations, because I'd got in such a routine, you know. I got in my car in the morning. When I got 5 minutes away from work, I'd light up a cigarette. I'd have my lunch, I'd have a cigarette. You have dinner, you have a cigarette. You know, you drink, you have a cigarette. You're bored, you have a cigarette. You know, there's just so many situations with different people in your life after you do certain things. When you go to certain people's houses, you get a coffee, you go at the back, you have a cigarette. So it's just getting used to those situations, and I guess keeping yourself busy in the meantime to avoid wanting to have that cigarette. So yeah, getting there, and I'm very happy with myself, and I'm very proud of myself that I have quit for whatever reason it was. Because I do know, as much as I did enjoy smoking, I know it's not good for you, so I'm glad that I don't have to worry about that with post-op, and obviously for my health in the future. But, you know, they do suggest that you quit smoking. It is supposed to affect your healing time and make it a lot longer. So if you can, you know, I do know that it would have been hard if I hadn't have done this. I personally don't think I would have. I don't, you know, it just happened for me. But if it hadn't, I'm sure I probably would have kept smoking. So if you can, you know, try to cut down. You know, if you have 7 a day, try 6 a day for a week. Try to get, you know, start as far out as possible and try to wean yourself down, you know. But look, there's no way, you know, you can't just say you do this and it'll work for you. You know, I know people that have quit millions of times. So, you know, it's different per person. But if you can, it is really worth quitting. Drinking alcohol, they suggest 1 month pre-op. I'm not a big drinker anyway, so that's not really going to be an issue for me. I will be in Thailand a week before I get operated on, so I would probably like to have a drink or two, but I'm thinking because I'm about a 2-drink wonder, I don't see a foreseeable issue in having the odd drink or two. I'm not going to be drinking an excessive amount, but I will try to avoid it if I can. There is a massive list. I thought this was going to be a short one. Sorry, my apologies. there's a massive list of things to stop taking. I might just show you how much. So this is a list of aspirin medications, continued ibuprofen medications, both of which you should stop. So paracetamol, if you need any Panadol or anything for headaches, aches, anything like that, paracetamol is the only thing that you can have. I wasn't a big fan of paracetamol. Love my ibuprofen. Have had to switch over to the paracetamol. Yeah, not working so much. But there is a list of antidepressants, other foods, other drugs containing this salicylates, and some other medications to avoid. I got this off the Just Breast Implants website. So if you head over to that, I'll pop a link down below. And if you want to pop over to that, you can get a copy of this list yourself just to go through. They are all relating to blood thinners. They will relating to things that thin your blood, whether they be drugs, vitamins, medicines. So therefore things to avoid pre-op. So yes. Now, skin preparation. I have started using bio oil. That's what it looks like. This is just the little baby bottle. I just wanted a baby bottle to start with. I love it. I think it's awesome. I've been putting it on my boobs. Look, whether this works or not, giant question mark. No one knows, really. I've read plenty of reviews. People say it does, people say it doesn't. People are predispositioned, I think, to stretch marks. So you're either going to get them or you're not. I think, really, at the end of the day, it's like pregnancy. Some people get them, some people don't. It's probably going to be exactly the same. Look, giving your body the best chance at not developing stretch marks, but it's supposed to work after you get them as well. So, look, for what it takes to put this on, if it helps me, bonus, but if I don't get stretch marks, I probably wouldn't run around going, buy oil or save the date, because, some people buy oil for, months and months in advance and they still get it. But it is very good. I've heard a lot of times I will be using it once I've had them done too, just because the stretching, even if it doesn't cause you stretch marks, just to keep that, the skin nice and supple while it is stretching to accommodate your new implants. And lastly, laser hair removal. I have had 4 treatments now of underarms, Brazilian and full legs of laser hair removal. I found it to be really good. You can still shave in between. Unlike waxing, it's a lot less painful and it lasts longer. I don't have to grow my heads, grow all my hair like a, scary beast prior to getting waxed. And obviously it is a little bit more expensive, but I have noticed, the hair on my legs is blonde, if any, so it really does work. Just something that I've done, and that, others might think about. If not, waxing would probably be the second best thing to do. Try to get it done, if you're not having underarm incisions, then, 2 days before, waxing is probably the best, only because it gives you that longer result. You're probably going to get 2 weeks out of the wax, and therefore that's enough time that you should be able to heal, and you're not going to have to worry about, oh my god, I look like a hairy monster. So, especially when you're, probably going to be in a bikini. That probably does me for now, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.